Warning. This show contains content that might make you laugh. If you're offended, them boys want you to know that they're sorry. Hell, who am I kidding? Them boys don't care about nothing. Enjoy the show, folks.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Last Slice podcast. It's your boy Bodega Cat, Trill Boy,
Yo, what's going on, internet?
and Mr. Mysterious himself, Jimbo the Kid.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome. What's up, boys?
What's going on?
What's up, Trill?
What's happening?
I don't know. You tell me.
I escaped the Kung Flu.
You escaped the Kung Flu.
I escaped the Kung Flu.
Jimbo recently had, and me as well, both had some interactions with the vid.
Yep.
We both had the vid. Round two of the vid.
Just everything's confusing at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect anymore. Nobody knows what's going on. Period. Doctors don't even know. They looked at me. They were like, "Are you vaccinated?" It's like, "Yeah, I am." "Are you boosted?" "No, I'm not." And the face that they gave me, everyone who asked me if I was vaccinated was so confused. Yep, essentially, they were all like, "How? But what? But why?" It was like the Ryan Reynolds. But why?
Trill over here with his immunities. Sitting easy.
Oh, we don't talk about those things.
Immunities.
I'm convinced that the people who listen to us are the FBI and the CIA at this point. All the listeners come from Quantico, Virginia.
I'm an X-Men. I'm Colossus, bro.
Get him out. You're impenetrable. It can't penetrate you. Trill's just got it. He just can't get it. Man. Trill's impregnable, man.
There he goes. He's unstoppable.
He's Tom Brady. He's got that super sperm and the super DNA that everybody wants.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of super sperm, are you ready? Speaking of the super sperm, apparently Drake got that goody goop.
Bing bong. It flows well.
Yo, apparently he got
You didn't
that
hear about
goop.
the story?
No.
You didn't hear about it?
Not the goop, but there was a story of Instagram model chick or whatever that came out saying that
Of course.
she had some sexual intercourse with Sir Drake.
Young Jersey Drake.
And she was describing the whole night, the whole evening, that he wanted to like bang her out, you know.
Obviously.
Took her to the hotel room.
It's Drake.
And then
I'd fuck him.
what you
Drake.
call it?
Like-
So they were touchy feeling. She was saying he was sucking on some titty and shit like that.
It's Drake.
He was sucking on some titty.
Then he was like getting consent from her. He was like, "You want to smash?" She was like, "Yeah." So he goes to the bathroom.
He didn't ask a second time.
Is that how
You
you
just
get?
never know nowadays.
Trill, is that how you get consent? Do you want to smash?
What? No. But he goes to the bathroom, puts on a little Jimmy hat, and pounding her out, this and that. Said he lasted about like 20 seconds. He has some girth. He's thick or whatever. And then he finishes, goes to the bathroom, and dips out from the bathroom or whatever, goes to another room. And she decides to go into the bathroom, try to get the condom with the semen in it,
The goop.
and try to put it in her shit so she get pregnant with Drake's baby. But she did not know
What she failed to realize.
homie has a game plan.
Drake's a smart man.
My man puts hot sauce in the condom after he's done because it kills the sperm. So she said it felt like hot fire in her twat.
Is this a real story?
This is true.
This is
Facts.
a
Real
valid
story.
Facts. Real
Valid
story,
story.
on
Yes.
TMZ all over the news. It's been,
That
celebrity
is
news.
the most amazing story. I've always liked Drake. He's always been on the fence with me.
Yeah.
I am a super fan.
Yeah.
I am going tonight and ordering any OVO clothing from his store tonight.
Look. He takes a whole new
The
meaning.
best combo: Tabasco sauce and Durex.
That I got hot sauce in my bag.
That's
Swag.
it.
He takes a whole new meaning to it.
Mm-hmm.
So after Drake made love to this woman, he took the condom off, threw in the trash can, and he puts some hot sauce in there, make sure the semen gets killed off. Right? Her dumbass thought she was gonna catch case and get him for 18 years. Try to shove the condom back up in there so she could get pregnant. All of a sudden, she started feeling some burning and itching.
I'm confused here. Okay?
Yeah.
There's so many confusing parts.
And I believe she's attempting to lawsuit him somehow, some way, but I don't think it's going to work.
So there's a picture that says Drake on his way home after pouring hot sauce and used condom the model tried to trap him with, and it's him laughing in the car.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my thing. So she leaked a story.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to go after him for putting hot sauce in the condom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any self-respect?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Is this the real world? She leaked the story of her trying to trap him and her coochie's on fire. And she leaked and tried to go after him for putting Tabasco in a condom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about
I heard Drake's
what
coming
people
out.
would do.
Drake's come out with his own hot sauce.
Oh, dude, he should now at this point. And he should name it Almost.
Almost.
Or the
You almost had me.
Almost.
The drizzle. Just a drizzle.
Is this does anybody know who this chick is?
I forgot the name of the IG model.
See if I could.
I remember seeing a picture of her. She's a smoke show, don't get me wrong, but she's an idiot because she attempted to tarnish this man's career, not realizing it would backfire, literally backfired, bum, into her. And people are like, what did you do? Why?
She wanted to carry the seed of Drake, but that did not happen.
It says a model. Doesn't specify who it is.
She's been leaked somewhere. Someone had a picture of her. Yeah.
I want to talk to her parents.
Can we get her on the show, please?
Yeah, I just have a few. I have a few questions.
What were you thinking?
Why? Wow.
Yeah.
My mind can't even process this right now.
Yeah.
It's just too much to handle.
This is too much.
But shout out to Drake, man. That's a smart move. He knows the deal.
Listen,
He's got a lot of advisors.
Gotta have a game plan, bro.
Absolutely. One chick got him already for Addernon.
No.
Yeah.
I call it Baby Addernon. What is his name?
Adonis.
Adonis?
Yeah.
Hot.
He's a smart man. Drake's a smart man. He knew what he was doing. He didn't know she was going to take it. You've activated a trap card. Yeah.
Well, shout out to Drake for using a condom
Yep.
and disposing of his own semen
Correct.
Yep.
because some of these chicks are just clout chasing
That's
Mm-hmm.
it.
and they're looking for an easy way out.
Uh-huh.
And homeboy's like, gotcha, bitch.
He's like, I got you.
Gotcha, bitch.
You ain't getting me.
You ain't getting Jersey Drake, man.
He was probably laughing when he found out.
Oh,
he
he's
got the
probably
notice.
dying.
No,
Yeah, once
supposedly
it's lit.
like she screamed because it was so fucking hot. He runs in the room. He's like, "Yo, is everything okay? What's going on?"
Yeah.
Supposedly,
And that's when she had to.
bro, that's crazy. Hey, he's got to be smart, yo. Like,
He's a smart man.
But the fact that she leaked the story or the story got out regardless. So you look bad
yeah,
in both the situations.
he's still winning. He could
He's
get
still winning.
he could get a deal with any hot sauce right now.
Yo, Hot
yeah,
Ones.
yeah.
Hot Ones is gonna have him on. If Hot Ones does a Drake episode, that's it.
He
That's
hasn't
it.
done Hot Ones.
No,
yet, right? Yeah,
now's
that
his
would be
time.
so funny.
Now's his time
Next
for Drake
week,
to get
yeah,
on
yeah.
Hot Ones.
Sean's just like, hey man, I heard your story. Do you want to come to California to record a Hot Ones episode? Yeah. and then they eat the one that he used, the Tabasco sauce for the first one. Let's get this one out the way.
So which is your hot sauce of choice for killing semen? Please tell me.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
People would do anything
For fame.
for clout.
Yeah.
It's astonishing at this point.
Yep. It's crazy, bro.
Bro,
It's mind boggling, man.
the memes that are coming out from this, crazy.
Crazy.
Another crazy.
Did you hear about this one?
Yeah, I heard about this one.
Yeah, this is Drake's best friend. Kanye West is under investigation for criminal battery. Allegedly punched fan.
I believe it was at 3:00 in the morning, allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need full context of the story because some fans do go across the line.
Yeah.
You know, the Jason Derulo one, the guy asked for smoke.
Yeah.
He got the hands.
smoke.
He got the hands.
He got smoked.
And that's what happens. At the end of the day, you know, people are just not in the mood and they don't want to talk to anybody. You know what it is? People can't, they can't separate themselves from famous people because they think they're famous, that they're godlike.
Right.
They're just human beings.
Yeah.
You know,
They
give
don't
them
wanna-
their space.
They don't want to be touched.
Yeah, just let them be.
Listen, anybody rolls up on me at 3:00 in the morning, I'm swinging. Man, woman, child. You don't come near me at 3:00 in the morning.
And it sucks because some of these celebrities can't fight back.
Yeah.
Because if they do, or if someone comes up to your face, I don't know if you remember the Tobey Maguire situation where he was walking and somebody went take a picture of him and he slapped the guy's phone out of his hand.
Yeah.
Like the guy could have sued him for battery, essentially, and that guy would win. But at the same time, it's like you're not respecting someone's space.
Right.
So
That was the same thing when Kanye was at LAX. That guy, he wrestled that dude and took his camera and like smashed it.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one too.
People go way too far.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're just human beings, and sometimes they're just not having a good day, and they don't want to be. It's like us, right? Like it's like us, right? If we ever become popular or whatever, and someone, if you're having one of those days where you don't want to talk to nobody, and everybody goes through those days where you just don't want to be left. You want to be left alone. You want to be in your peace. And someone's like hounding you. Oh man, bro, yeah, I saw your show, dude. Hey, can we take a? Hey, dude, not right now. And then if they keep persisting, you get in these hands.
You ever seen the Justin Bieber one where the girls were posted up outside of his apartment?
Oh, I think it was in the city, right?
Yeah, it was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and he was like, guys, can you just respect, this is my home. This is where I live. Like, he was like, I want to come home and relax. He's like, don't show up to my house. He's like, how would you like it if I was at your house?
Yeah.
And the girl's like, but Justin, we love you. He's like, I understand. He's like, trust me, I understand. And he's like, but don't come to my house. This is my home. This is where I go to relax. And then, can we get an autograph? He's like, no.
Yeah, respect it.
At all power to him.
Yeah, respect that, man.
Showing up at celebrities' houses and stuff like that? No, that's creepy, man.
But the fact that people have no manners,
Yeah.
you know,
Did you see the video?
No.
of
Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Hey man, I'm protecting us.
oh, this is the video.
I am your family. I am your family. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Ain't no hand. No. You were supposed to talk to her. Why did he just do that? You were supposed to talk What is to her. Wrong with him?
Oh, this is after.
But I don't. No one got it on video or anything like that.
So no one
So
got
he
the
knocked
alleged.
someone out.
supposedly that
So the person who was
that's
on the ground.
floor.
So was it a fan or was it?
Oh yeah, it was like a fan or some shit like that.
Are you sure?
That
Because
person on the floor?
because if it was a fan, I mean, he has to have bodyguards,
Yeah.
security.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How they let
So
him get that close?
how did he even get to that point though?
I really don't know.
Anybody
really
know the full story here? So he's tight. So right now, this is a video of somebody hiding in a parking lot. This might be a different situation, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might be a personal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Supposedly, I guess like the one that he's arguing with, I think is like she said she was like family or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And then you have that random dude on the floor, this and that. I don't know. I have no clue.
Leave celebrities alone. Give them their personal space.
Yeah.
Don't show up to their house. Don't show up to their apartment. Don't show up while they're out with their kids, while they're jogging. Like, leave them alone. Let them live. You know, I used to see a lot of celebrities when I worked in the mall, and I used to come up to them like regular people, like, hey, what are you looking to buy today? And they'd just be like, not now. Like, I'm busy. I'm like, well, if you're looking to buy something, I can help you out. That's it. That's all I would tell them.
Yeah.
Right? And they would walk around, get hounded by 10,000 people. I've had Chris Rock come up to me several times. I've had Tracy Morgan come up to me. I've had Rosie O'Donnell come up to me. I've had both of the Baldwins come up to me when I used to work at that particular store, because they knew when they walked in, I wasn't fucking with them. It was just like, what do you want to buy? That's it.
Yeah.
You know, cause then you get all these people walking. Oh, okay. Oh, can I get an autograph today? I'm like, no, they're shopping right now. Can you respect their privacy?
Yeah.
Let them shop. Leave them alone.
But people get they just want to get autographs just to say, oh, I got an autograph from someone.
Yeah.
It's like, relax.
Tracy Morgan's a nice guy though. He signed a DVD for us at the store.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He grabbed his own DVD off the shelf, ripped it open, paid for it, and just signed it and said, here you go, guys.
Nice.
And we were like, wow.
That's
like,
dope.
He was a nice guy. I think it was don't quote me, Cop Out maybe? Is that one of his movies?
Maybe. I've never heard of it.
I can't remember.
The only Tracy Morgan movie that I remember is The Longest
Cop
Yard.
Out. That was the one he pulled off the shelf. Yeah, nice guy.
That's dope.
And then like this was like way before that incident.
Oh,
But this is like crazy too. Like homeboy's leaving.
Yo, back up, bro. Back up. Back up.
You guys get in the car first.
So this is before.
That incident.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
Hey,
just one.
Because he was leaving, she was staying.
Thank you, Daniel. Just one. Right on top.
look, not even respecting her privacy. Like, let the woman get in and out. Like, Jesus.
Wow. Like nobody even followed her. So this is a video of Kanye leaving a club or a restaurant with Julia Fox and getting hounded by paparazzi.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're like the head person now in the news because it's you versus Kim. It's Kim, Pete Davidson, and Kanye and Julia Fox. Do you guys follow Julia Fox on Instagram?
I don't.
Yeah.
So I just started following her after this whole thing because I didn't know she had an Instagram, and that's the my future wife. So I was following her, and I've been like looking at her Instagram stories. She's using this to her full potential.
Oh yeah.
She is absolutely basking in all of this.
Give it to her.
It's all pictures of her with him and captured in like
Madonna.
in venues with just Kanye. Like she's just reposting all these. See, this is all her IG story is her basking in all this attention.
Give it to her.
Yeah, it's just crazy, huh?
She deserves it.
Being with all these celebrities, like this is the stepping stone for her to get into that Kim limelight.
She had an amazing role in Uncut Gems.
Yeah,
She was a good actress. For a breakout actress, I'll give it to her. She deserves it. She deserves it.
clout, man, clout.
I choose her over Kim any day.
Yeah, me too.
Trail.
I mean, I'm talking shit about her right now, but I'm just saying that she is using this to her advantage to progress her career, obviously.
Trail, Julia or Kim?
Choose your words wisely, my friend.
That's a toughy one.
It's not even tough.
I would say Julia. Just the fact that she was a dominatrix before.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll call her mommy any day.
And I don't think that's what that is, but okay.
Mommy?
Okay.
Mommy? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
I'm dead.
Mommy? Sorry.
So I don't know. Do you guys think that this relationship is a real thing?
Yes.
And Kim and Pete are a real thing?
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like she's
It's just for
using them.
news.
I feel like she's using them.
100%. And he knows that too. He has to know that.
You got to understand, though, Pete Davidson and Kim is not necessarily a new thing. technically Pete Davidson, according to records, met Kim during Kid Cudi's birthday. Remember that story?
In the restaurant?
In the restaurant.
Yeah.
Where Pete
Was she
Davidson,
there?
Yes, Kim and Kanye.
I don't know. I thought it was all guys.
I think it was all guys.
It was all
Kanye,
it was all bros.
Well,
Yeah.
however, Pete met Kim first through Kanye, right? So that's been a friendship
Yeah.
for a while now. I think both parties just decided, hey, you want to be in the limelight? Guess what? I'm going to be in the limelight.
I
I'm going to one-up you.
want Kanye to be single and create.
Yo, single Kanye is savage.
Yeah, I just want him just to
savage.
not even try to go back and forth with this whole shit. I want him to create new music, get in the fucking studio, and let's go. I mean, the diss track you said is releasing at 12 o'clock tonight.
Yep.
The diss track that he has coming out.
Single Kanye will put Clorox in the condom after he hits it.
Yeah. And before you showed up, we were watching the new music video to what's the song called?
Oh,
That Kanye song?
The one Kanye one?
Yeah.
Hold up.
I don't think we can play it either.
Nah.
We'll get copyrighted again. Like always.
Oh, Heaven and Hell.
Yeah, Heaven and Hell, which the visuals are fantastic. I absolutely enjoy that music video. It's pretty cool.
Pretty nuts.
It's yeah, the way it was shot is really cool.
I likes it.
I likes it.
I likes it a lot. But I don't know what you're looking at.
That's the album cover
A baboon
for the song.
with the skin stripped off?
Yeah.
Oh.
My life was never easy.
Oh. Interesting.
He said the baboon.
Interesting.
It's crazy.
Him and Drake should just come out with a new album together.
Who?
Kanye and Drake.
They should.
Imagine he
Or a
makes
song.
another Watch the Throne, but it's Drake instead of Jay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch the Throne 2
Two.
could be Drake. I mean, doesn't always have to be Jay. At the time of Watch the Throne 1, Jay was on top. But now Drake is on top. So, Watch the Throne 2, Drake and Kanye.
Good. Yeah.
Drake had that whole album with Future.
Yeah.
What was the name of that one?
Oh, it's the one with the jewels in the front. That was
Yeah.
the cover photo, the cover art to it.
Oh, What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember that.
Yep.
I was like, oh shit. But yeah, they could do an album together.
I can see it.
I can see it. Or whatever.
Yeah, you know, him, Kanye, Drake, Soulja Boy.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
wins.
Soulja
Everybody wins.
Boy. Oh Lord. Soulja Boy.
Oh my God.
Oh, and just a quick shout out before I forget. I'm drinking a little bit too much here, but just a shout out to Danny Tanner. Bob Saget passed away a couple of days ago. 2022 can get the fuck out of here. We don't want you no more.
First Betty White.
Betty White was December. Was it like 2 days or the day before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Year's, and we just lost Danny Tanner.
Have you ever
Full House?
have
Bob
you ever
Saget.
have you ever seen Bob Saget stand up?
Yeah, he's funny, man.
Dude.
I never knew he was that
Dude.
dirty.
He is a dirty
Yeah.
comic.
You know how I found out like he was a dirty comic? Entourage.
Oh.
Remember Entourage?
Yes.
Bob Saget was in Entourage
Oh, I knew.
playing like his comedy bit style.
I knew about that shit way before when
Harold
he had
and Kumar?
when he had his
Dumb and Dumber.
his stand up comedy. I don't know if you guys seen that one.
That's what he was just talking about.
What?
His stand up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
You ever-
That one I saw when I was like in high school or something.
You
like
ever
Oh,
ever
yeah.
seen Bob Saget's The Aristocrats joke?
No.
that. Yeah.
Should we play it?
There's a whole.
Is it bad?
No, isn't the Aristocrats joke like a famous like?
So the Aristocrats,
Comedian
yeah.
thing?
So there was a movie. The Aristocrat jokes is a famous joke. It's a long-standing joke, right? Aristocrats are like these like upscale people, and each comic has their own way of telling the exact same joke.
Yeah.
But how far-fetched and fucked up Bob
Yeah.
Saget's version of this joke
It's
is
like bad.
the best.
Oh, yeah?
It's
Yeah.
comedy gold.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know.
Did you guys see this too?
No, what's that?
When John Mayer and who's this other guy? What is he? He's in like another comedian or something like
Yeah,
that.
he's on Comedy Central.
They went to go pick up his car at the airport, that he left at LAX when he went to Orlando for the show.
When he passed away?
Yeah.
Well, we're back. We're on the 405. Remembering Bob Saget, a king in the comedy world. Bobby Daddy, our brother, our big brother. John and I went to pick up his car at LAX where he left it. And
I think it's a good opportunity to say a few things.
what do you want to say? Without crying, because I don't want to. If we crash, this is really good. Come on.
I've just never known a human being on this earth who could give that much love individually and completely to that many people in a way that made each person feel like he was a main character in their life.
Wow.
And they were a main character in his life.
Yeah.
And I've never felt more, like at a four-way stop. Sorry for the metaphors. My metaphors are terrible the last 4 days. Not that they were ever great, but the way no one goes at a four-way stop, if everyone goes, you go?
Yeah. And everybody's like,
everyone is so aware how universal Bob's love for people was that nobody wants to step on anyone else's toes. And the fear for me is that everyone, out of respect, demurs and defers. And that's just because people understand how important their personal relationship with Bob was. The biggest fear would be talking about the love of Bob in a way that would supersede someone else's love of Bob. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
He really was love. Like, he represented that. He has a beautiful wife, 3 daughters, and then made his fake family from TV into his real family.
And I said to Jeff,
It's crazy.
Wow. That was John Mayer and Jeff Ross talking about Bob Saget. Like I said, I don't know him as a human being, but I go based off of people's stories of other people. And I think that John Mayer, John Stamos, and the guy who played his brother on Full House were part of the casket
Yeah.
pallbearers. Anybody know why he passed?
Undetermined still.
Yeah.
Did they say it was either like a heart attack or a seizure? or
Yeah, like
something
a
that?
cardiac arrest.
Something like that.
The media is going to chalk it up to something else.
Yeah.
As always, Is this it? Like the memorial funeral?
I don't think so.
Wow. Yeah, that was that show impacted a lot of people's lives, man. I remember watching that show.
I think I've seen every episode as a kid.
Yeah.
Every episode of Full House.
Full House?
Talking to somebody about this, about these 90s show, and it was Full House, Boy Meets World,
Right.
Step by Step,
Mm-hmm.
Family Matters.
Yep. Family Matters.
Yep.
And when you talk about these shows, you think about now, is there any shows that kind of resemble any of those?
Nope.
And there's not one that crosses
Nope.
my mind.
There are no shows on TV anymore that have good, wholesome family and good, wholesome family values. There's nothing on TV like that anymore.
Is this the picture?
Yeah, that's the one that I saw.
Yeah.
And maybe we should bring those type of shows back, right?
Yeah. 100%.
With the state of everything, you have girls putting fucking tobacco sperm up their coochie. So if we had these shows, maybe that could eliminate some of these things that are happening. Because the shows like Boy Meets World, Full House, they had meaning to it. They had life lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Feeney.
Feeney.
You still remember some of the things that every day was a lesson.
Feeney.
Well, nowadays you have Euphoria.
Oh yeah, dude, I haven't seen it. So I haven't watched the first.
Yo, the first episode is nuts. It is nuts. It is nuts.
Here's a question for you
All I
guys.
gotta say
Now-
is they went balls in
Now,
first episode.
that one character that we found out happens to be a transgendered woman. I'm wondering if the show is trying to portray that person this season like that, because when you watch it, pay attention to her appearance.
Yeah.
It's not as feminine as it was in the first season. So
Okay.
I'm wondering if they're going to push into that route a bit, or she's going to be a straight female character.
Yeah, I still to this day I don't know.
I still don't know what it is.
Like what are they portraying? Like, is this actor supposed to be portraying like a girl in the show, or actually like what the actor is in real life?
It's very ominous with this new season. This new season is very.
I know we had this conversation a couple of times before. I want to say like last year or beginning of our podcast show. Euphoria is a crazy show.
Yeah.
And we talked about this.
Yeah.
The first season is wild.
Mhm.
You're watching it and it's trying to showcase high school kids going through, teenager problems or issues.
Mhm.
And, like,
And some of these issues are like, I never dealt with, like Zendaya's character of her just hooked on drugs.
Yeah.
You know what this show really does to me? It makes me not want to have a kid.
It's wild.
Because it's scary shit, dude.
Well, you know what it makes me think about? Like, I related to everyone that I went to school with, and I'm like, oh man, that's this guy, and that's this girl, and that's this girl. And I'm wondering, like, were these people actually going through stuff like this? Like, is this what was going down when I was growing up? Like, similar, For example, the girl who is into the OnlyFans, right? Or who's into the webcamming and whatnot, right? Was there such a girl in high school? And there's plenty that I could think of that were doing stuff like that were participating in this, sex life.
I don't think in our generation it was like that. No.
Yeah, I don't think we had any young women doing any type of sex work like that.
Right.
Because they didn't have the opportunity to do so. Because when we grew up, we only had MySpace.
So now let me ask
the webcamming wasn't really a thing. Photos used to take hours to fucking download section by section on AOL, So it's like,
what about the drug use?
That maybe, but not to the extent as the show portrays. But I do believe, I know for a fact there are kids that when I was growing up, I remember losing a couple of people I knew just on overdoses at a young age, and I'm talking about 14, 15 years old, and that's a real serious issue and a serious topic that parents go through. But it's like, at least now people are aware of these mental diseases that people go through, or their upbringing,
or addictions,
or their upbringings could be like detrimental to their mental state, and they want to go and find a quick fix to be addicted to something, get their mind off of things.
But I just want to know. Obviously, it's a TV show, right?
Yeah.
But if they're trying to portray real stories, right? I want to know the origins of the sexual deviancy of these high school, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, of these high school students. Yeah. Like, what were y'all watching, and where did y'all pick this up? Because back in my day, it was Spice Channel.
Oh man, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Back in my day,
Channel 72, baby.
It was Spice Channel. It was
Black Box, Cablevision.
The Black Box, HBO After Dark. Like Showtime softcore porn. It was never to the extreme that Euphoria has. I'm like, what porn do you watch, and how did y'all have this access? But you know what? This is age difference. They have the internet. We were born into the internet. Mm-hmm. They were born with the internet.
Absolutely. So, you want to say something?
No, I was just gonna say, like, I think our generation was like the beginning point of all this stuff. Yeah. It is. And while we were growing up, like they say, with the internet, you have Web 1, which was in the 90s, when you had the internet at its first stage, where you just go online, talk to people, this and that. When we were growing up in high school, that's when Web 2 launched, which was MySpace, Facebook. You have Instagram, like more towards like the end of our like college years and stuff like that, like we're in the midst of like Web 2 with all that stuff, where it was like even more internet and all that. We were just in the beginning of it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So with them just growing up in the midst of all that, I feel like it just elevated all that shit to like a whole nother level. Why not?
Yeah. And parents were more strict on the internet. You only had a limited amount of time to be on the internet because the I mean, this is for in my household. The computer was universal for everyone, so you only had a limited amount of time to be on there. So I would be on there at night. I would get home from football practice and just be on there, just pirating MP3 files of fucking music. Sorry, FBI, almost had me, bitch. No, they got you a couple times, but. Your parents were watching what you were doing. They were seeing the things that you were doing, and they were limiting your time on the computer. So now here's the thing: my first girlfriend was from Facebook. I met her on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
However, I knew you remember her. You definitely remember her.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that we had a lot of mutual friends. That's why we came in contact with each other. So she knew a lot of people that I knew, and I would ask around. And she was a real person.
Wait.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. My first real girlfriend.
What'd you do to me earlier?
Close my eyes. Open. Wow.
Reality.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll explain that joke in a little bit.
This is real.
Reality.
That's that's where the first online dating starts to happen. Now here's the thing: the infinite scroll, going on TikTok, going on Instagram, every other picture is a very scandalous picture of a female basically trying to make money. And when you have we didn't have options to have a tablet, an iPhone, which is a computer within itself in your hands. So since we didn't have those things, these kids have no choice, because when they go to school, their classmates have a handheld, an iPad or something.
Yeah.
Then they're going to download this apps on their devices, and what are you going to see? What are you going to see? You go on TikTok, you see people fucking
shaking their
crazy.
ass.
Yeah, it's all what it is. It is what it is. How do you stop that?
Shake
so now
that
these Apple, all these developers are now trying to stop it, trying to limit, age for kids. But once someone's 14, 15-year-olds, you're going to find a way. We found porn on the internet when we were young too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just waited for our parents to go to fucking Sunday Mass. And then we're just out there spank banking to fucking Jenna Jameson. You know what I mean?
We had HBO After Dark and all that.
HBO After Dark used to stay awake past midnight.
And then once we got to high school, then that's when we had the internet.
And I'm sorry, but you always had that one fucking friend that had cool ass fucking parents.
Yep.
They didn't care what you did. And you went there, you showed up, and he's got fucking a porn collection like no other. And you're sitting here like, wow, this is cool, man.
Yep.
And he's like, got fucking Playboys that his father would give him. And it's like, it's unavoidable. We all know that. But it's the parents' jobs to tell the kids, listen, after 18, you could do whatever you want to do. But right now, you're living in this house. You need to act a certain way.
Yeah.
On both parties, both sides. Man and female.
I used to have a Rolodex of bootleg porn DVDs, and I would just pop one in every now and then.
Porn DVD?
Porn DVD.
Yeah, I would buy $5 bootleg
Chinatown porn, man.
See, you had to travel in the city. I am from the city.
Yep.
People used to come into the barbershop with a fucking black bag and be like, DVD. I'm sorry, that's pretty fucked up. I'm not censoring it either. I'm not going to edit it out, but it's the truth. They would come in, $5 DVDs of any porn shit. Bought one.
They used to always have a duffel bag. One duffel bag had all the latest movies, latest Die Hard, Transformers, Scooby-Doo, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? The other bag, all porn.
Yeah. And then
all porn.
I bought a actual porn movie, right?
Paris Hilton sex tape?
No.
Because I have it.
I forgot.
I have
it.
the bootleg of
I
that.
knew every scene from that movie, start to finish, because that was the only thing we could watch.
Was it Pirates?
No. I know what you're talking about. That was with Jesse Jane. I know what you're talking about. That's phenomenal. There is no production like that right now in the porn industry. Get back on it. But there was a movie that I bought, right? And I fucking remember the lines. I remember everything from start to finish. One day I go to fucking grab it to put it in my PlayStation 2. Nowhere to be found.
Oh.
Where the fuck is my shit? Where the fuck is my movie?
Yeah.
So years go by. We a couple years ago we move out the house, and my dad's like, "Oh, can you help me? Cipher through some of this stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." I fucking find it in one of his bureaus that he was sharing with my mom.
He probably thought it was his. Probably.
No. He took it from me because I remember I was like, "That's my fucking DVD," but I can't call him out on it because it's like fucking awkward as shit. I was like, "He took it. He took it."
I don't know if you remember this one. The local housewife.
I was going to tell that story. Wow. I was literally going to tell that story. So when we were 18, right, and, the internet had porn, right, there was a particular porn DVD that we heard about, right? And a bunch of us happened to go to a porn shop one day just as a joke, I think. I don't remember. I think we bought condoms, like very basic, bitch. That was like, who buys condoms at a porn shop? We do, because we were basic. Anyway,
I got condoms from a Bernie Sanders rally. True story. I'm sorry.
Wait, does the packaging say Bernie Sanders?
Yeah, I went to a Bernie Sanders rally and they hand out a whole fucking thing of condoms.
I want one of those. But anyway, I think it was me, Trill, and two of our other friends. We all were talking about this DVD we heard about, and it was the Bergen County or Rockland County moms or something like that. It was both.
Rockland County.
But no, there was a double pack, right? So we got all excited because everybody in school was talking about this movie.
Yeah.
Like, yo, so-and-so's mom is on it, blah, blah, blah. No one ever knew whose mom was actually on it.
Yeah.
We never knew whose mom. But just for the fact that this company got local talent on film, and it could be one of your friend's moms, we were all so stoked. We ran. I think we all got in one car and like drove the very same day out of school to the porn shop, right? Walked in, showed our IDs, and I was like, yo, you got that Bergen County Mills? You got that? And the guy was like, yeah, we got it. He's like, yeah, sure, we got it. You want it on Blu-ray? You want it on HD DVD? You want it on deep, whatever? I was like, just give us a copy.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, $110.
For the movie.
For the movie. We all looked at each other and said, what the fuck?
Was it a bundle?
No. Did you know porn costs, like newer movies are that expensive?
No way.
I'm here thinking we're going to spend $19.99, $29.99 for a DVD, right? My man said $110 for this movie.
Yeah.
He's like, if you want the Blu-ray, it's a $150. I remember we all looked at each other and we're like, y'all want to pull your money together and we'll get this film? We'll pass it around. Someone gets it on the weekends.
$150 for
for a Blu-ray
HD.
copy. For a Blu-ray. Needless to say, we never bought it.
So here's my
here's the best part of the story. Years later, I ended up sleeping with the manager of said adult entertainment store.
Nice.
I had to ask her. I said, I got a question for you. She's like, what? I was like, I don't like to talk about your job, but I said, there's a DVD. I was like, and I'm talking like 2008, maybe 2009, maybe 2007, right? I said, there's a DVD that came out and it used to be $110 and it was like the Rockland County or Bergen County Mills. And you got that? You know what she said to me? Yeah, which volume do you want?
Bro.
This was not too long ago. Me and this girl, probably like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
She said, which volume do you want?
Bro.
I said, what?
So here's a question I have for you guys. Do you guys know anybody's that their mom was on there?
There was rumors, but we never bought a copy to look it up till this day.
You pieces of shit.
Bro, we were
time out.
We were like
Did
18.
You guys
we didn't want to
hear that one of your friends' mom was on it. And
there was rumors.
Oh, and you tried to buy it?
We tried to buy it.
You pieces of garbage. You guys are going straight down south, and I'll meet you down there because I would have done the same thing.
We were like all freshly turned 18-year-olds, or I was probably 19 at the time. And we went all into the store together to buy this one movie. Then we heard $110. We're like, we ain't got money for that. Fuck that.
Just so you can see that one mom.
Just so you can see that one
fucking
mom.
savages.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
Yeah. But apparently there's
Trill was like, I was first in line. I ain't saying shit.
No.
Apparently there's volumes of it. No, we never got to see it. We never saw it. So it was funny when I asked that girl years later. I was like, hey, you got that movie? And she was like, yeah. She was like, I know exactly what you're talking about. She goes, but which volume? And I was like, volume?
Yeah.
I was like, there's more? She goes, yeah, they made one like every couple of months. I was like, shut the fuck up. So somebody's mom in that area, in those counties, is on those DVDs.
Oh, man.
Please comment in the comment section right now if your mom is on one of those DVDs. Tell me which volume it is so I can watch it. Thank you.
All I remember in that whole topic of all that, I just remembered, it just popped up in my head. My senior year in high school, when you and another character took me to my first spot.
Gentlemen's Club? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember Stilettos?
Okay.
Over there? Yeah. It just popped up in my mind. I was like,
Was that where the one gentleman went crazy?
yeah, a little bit. Yeah. That was when Evil Trill was born, I guess.
So
The variant was born.
I ruined.
Variant got escaped the time.
I ruined Trill's childhood. I admit it. I'm sorry for his family that's
his
listening.
fault.
I ruined
It's his fault. He
I
started
ruined
it.
his childhood and made him a man. When
fault. He started it.
when Trill turned 18, most kids like, I'll buy a lottery ticket.
No, it was the thing in our high school. Like
Right.
senior year, it was like,
Right.
oh shit, yo, we're able to get into this one spot, this one club,
Right.
this and that.
Yeah.
Like, and I would hear, like, my birthday was late in the year and shit like that, so I wasn't even able to go. But like, I would hear these fools talking about it in my grade, like on Mondays and shit. They were like,
We used to spend our checks.
we were like, yo, we went to this spot, this and that. Shit was crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then in the summertime, this guy and another gentleman decided to take me one night over there, bro. That I went inside and it was just like,
I literally remember. I remember handing a girl. I remember handing a girl, very very attractive woman, some money, and I just said, "Take care of him." And I don't know where he went.
Yeah. That's
I don't know what happened to
bro.
him.
And this was at the height of the empire of this spot. It was like bumping.
Yeah, we're talking like some of those girls are probably stars now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, it was crazy in there.
It's funny as men to see people that you know are quiet, you know, and then you see another side. And you're like, wow, look at this.
Bro, all I remember,
look at this variant.
all I remember was just going in there, and I'm just like nervous as fuck. I'm like, yo, this
Do they
nigga-
know?
Oh, and
Do
I
they
gave him
know?
the rules.
I'm like,
I remember
yo.
I gave him the rules before we walked in. Remember I gave you a whole bunch of rules. I was like, yo, don't walk over here. Don't sit over there. I was like, if you don't like her, just walk up and get away.
Bro.
And I was like, yo, just tell them no, thank you. If they want to dance, just no, thank you.
It was just a lot to take in. I was just like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
You were like a kid in a candy shop.
Oh yeah,
like-
he was like,
I'm looking at all the different stages and shit. I'm like, yo,
no. The funniest
there's
part.
naked bitches right in front of me.
No, the funniest
Yo,
part.
there's tits.
And ass and
Right.
pussy.
I'm just
No,
like, yo.
the funniest part was this the same story where our friend's hat got taken? Was that the same
No,
night? Okay.
that was
But
like,
it was a similar story. So the funniest part one night was like, I told him there's rules. There's rules to this. Like you can't just go over there and grab titty. It don't work like that, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay. So one night we went with another group of guys and I took Trill with me and like, Trill knew they were nude, right? From the first time he went, but
Yeah.
this was like our second or third time. Every time it's a new experience. Every time there's something different going on.
Yeah.
This one chick comes out and I believe she had something in her butt and it was dangling out. And this motherfucker was just like, I'm like, no. Do not grab that. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out. He's like, but it's the jewelry. He goes, I want to take it off her. I was like, no, it's in her, Trill. It's in her. It's dangling and swinging for a reason. The worst part about that night, one of our friends wore a hat. This girl took our friend's hat, rubbed it in places you don't want something that goes on your head for it to be rubbed, handed him back the hat, and he looked at the hat and he gave it a little sniff and he put the hat down. This motherfucker just silently takes off his hat and just like puts it underneath.
I was like,
he was like, nope. He was like,
nope. My hat. I was like, fuck that.
Hell no.
I was like, no.
Hell
you
no.
are not ruining
Our
my hat.
friend was so pissed about his hat.
Nope, you're not ruining my hat.
I went to a strip club with a group of guys, and I'm going to try to leave out specifics because I don't know if these people watch or not. But I went to a strip club with a group of guys, and this one guy was in a relationship with this girl, and very madly in love with her. You know, they would post up pictures of each other, lovey-dovey. Great kid, very nice, you know, respectful kid. A little bit younger than all of us, and we go into this strip club, and let me tell you something, it was like Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. He was so fucking bombed, and I just remember him, he's looking at me, he's giving me this evil laugh, and he just like, fuck it, takes a dollar bill, rolls it up in a fucking ball, and just turns around and just like fucking hammers, like just throws the dollar bill, and he's like, I fucking love this, takes out a wad of ones, and he's just like, wah, 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 and I'm like, who are you?
Yep.
And what have you done with this person?
Yep.
Bring him back. Bring him back. You fucking people just turn into a fucking different variant. Like,
what we realized over the years? The strip club changes a man. It changes people. They become a whole different person when they enter a strip club. After a party one night, we were getting hammered at some girl's house. We were just looking at each other. We all just gave each other the eye, and we were just like, strip club, strip club, strip club, right? And everyone's like, so there's one guy, I think he was engaged or married at the time.
Yeah.
Right. He was like, oh man, I want to go. I would love to go where you guys going. And we're like, oh, we're going to go to this one that's a little further away.
It's
in Jersey.
definitely the ones in relationships and then are married that ball the fuck out.
Quiet, nice guy. Quiet guy, right? It's just like you said. We took him when those doors opened. It was like Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
This man turned into a demon. He was like Green Goblin from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He just walks in with a big smile. He's like,
yeah.
This dude is bing bonging all over the freaking strip club, going to different strippers. Next thing you know, he comes walking up because we bought the VIP seats, and he's holding a stripper's hand, and we're like, bro, who's this?
Yeah.
And he's like, guys, this is Pandora. Or I think that was, He's like, this is Pandora.
Let me ask you a question. Was this bring your own drinks?
Yeah.
Was this locally by here? I was
close.
there.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. And this dude.
Yeah. I was there.
Remember the dude just he's holding her hand. Why are you holding the stripper's hand?
Yeah.
Why are you walking? And he just sits down and has her sit on his lap.
Yeah.
And he's there caressing her leg and whatnot. And we're all looking at him like, this is some Stockholm syndrome shit.
Yeah.
Like, do you need help?
That's when I walked outside. I'm smoking a cigarette, and I see a chick come out with a brand new fucking Louis Vuitton bag, go into a brand new BMW, and I'm sitting here like I'm reevaluating my life because I'm a fucking 20-year-old something kid that doesn't have a good fucking job yet, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck am I doing here? What am I doing?
That.
And
I
it was a
remember that.
brand new fucking BMW.
You walked in and you were hammered. You like, guys, don't give them your money. Just stop. Stop giving them your money. Stop it right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do you know what I just seen? Bro, that kid, he went from Jekyll and Hyde. And I hope he listens because he knows who he is. And I hope his wife never listens because I don't want her to know who he is.
Well,
but
hey, sometimes people have their things that they enjoy and some people enjoy it. So
the problem
that's
was
why those things exist, and they'll be existing to the end of time.
Ever since that night, every time we come in contact with the kid, it's the first thing he says to us. Strip club?
Yeah.
First thing he says. And I'm like, not with you, my friend.
Yeah. I get strip
gonna
clubs.
get us in trouble.
As a business, I get it. It's very smart. You have people who want to go in there. They're willing to spend a lot of money on these women, and the women are smart. But here's the thing now, too. I got a question for you guys. Do you guys think that strip clubs in the next couple of years will have a tough time finding strippers?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
1,000%.
Because OnlyFans.
You have OnlyFans. Some of the strippers are on Twitch now.
Webcam.
It's crazy. And the fact that like they're on Twitch, so they're like, wait, I don't have to get naked. I don't have to do anything. They just throw me money.
I don't gotta touch anything.
I don't gotta do anything. So they
Good
just
for them, though.
Yeah.
Especially OnlyFans. I'm critical on the men's side as to why people want to spend thousands of dollars on a woman, but that's on them. That's just my personal belief. but I do think it's a safer environment for a female.
I'm waiting for Trill's OnlyFans to open up. I'm going to hoe him out.
Oh, God.
I'm going to hoe him out.
He's just going to be sitting there with the Tabasco ready.
You only want 10%.
Oh, God.
10%.
It is a safer environment for women, OnlyFans,
Do you look down upon a girl that has so? Do you look down upon a woman who's a stripper, and do you look down upon a woman who has an OnlyFans?
No, I think they are the smartest
So you don't look
entrepreneurs out
down
there.
on either or.
Nope.
You?
OnlyFans is like they're not really having any interaction with a male or whatever. They're just selling
Some of them
pictures
do.
and shit like that, you know? Yeah, some of them they do and stuff, but it's just like they're just selling pictures and stuff. But like, with a stripper, like, I don't know, you're chasing your bag. Do you? Like,
Yeah.
they found a way to fucking find the money and shit.
Now,
So-
is the question you saying, would you want to be in a relationship with a stripper or
Fuck
OnlyFans
no.
person?
Get the fuck out of here.
But do you look down on?
I don't look down on them. I look down on strippers. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Why?
I look down on strippers. But not all cops are the same. Not every stripper is the same. Right?
Yeah. Wow. You are
Because-
drunk. All right. So
No, because not every stripper is out there sucking dick for money. I'm gonna put it out there right now. There's not.
It's true.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying it's true. It's true.
Not
Wait, so
not-
okay. So
not
what we're
every-
saying,
so
what we're
what I'm
saying is that there are strippers that go out there and that are sucking dick in the establishment.
willingly.
right, willingly, right?
But here's the
So-
question though: are they charging or are they not charging?
Oh, they're charging. They're getting their money.
So that okay.
That's
so,
how you get
so-
that Louis bag. How you think she had the
No,
Louis bag in the
I
BMW,
get-
my guy?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But if now here's a question for you:
Mm-hmm.
if it was different for them doing it willingly, no money involved, would you think of them lesser, in a sense? Because you're saying you look down on them, right?
So the reason I look down on them is because of the quantity and the safeness of it. If you understand what I'm trying to get out.
So you're okay. So you're saying that on a sexual health
Correct.
standard
Correct.
is what you have a issue with because you don't trust them
Correct.
because they don't practice safe sex.
Correct. Because New York is not like Vegas, baby.
What's up, Last Slice listeners? It's Skaggs from the Two Doomed Men podcast. If you enjoy the Doughboys show, you should also check out ours, where the captain and I discuss and debate politics, news, and culture with a skeptical but open mind. We also review beers, movies, TV shows, and other cool stuff. You can find the Two Doomed Men podcast on all the major platforms and on all forms of social media. Just search Two Doomed Men or go to linktree.com/Two Doomed Men. Thanks, and now let's get back to the show.
Prime example. This happened.
Oh, this is locally too.
This is like
happened last
5 minutes
month.
away.
This
Okay.
happened last month.
But here's the thing though.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, this is deep now. We're
This
getting
is
deep. We're
deep.
getting
This
deep
is
into
deep.
this. I'm enjoying this because we're breaking this through. All right. So now prostitution, escorts, bunny ranch, all these type of things.
Hold on. Don't put Bunny Ranch in the same one. Don't you disrespect
No,
my
no.
Bunny Ranch women.
Okay. So
Those are beautiful women.
So you think strippers are lesser than the bunny ranch?
Yes. You want to know why?
Oh, you're crazy.
So here's the difference. Las Vegas, Nevada. I've never been. God willing, the day I go, Marcus knows he's going to have to fucking chain me up, right? I'm going to have to be fucking locked up like a fucking Jekyll and Hyde. Like the werewolf, you know, the wolf man, when he turns in the bed, he's going to have to chain me to the fucking bed because I'm be like, ah!
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not here or there. But anyway, the Bunny Ranch, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah.
The legal prostitution process there is just as strict as COVID. You have to get tested daily, weekly, monthly. You have to have a card, like a medical card, right? And you cannot work if you are sick, if you didn't get your test, if you didn't get your results, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Las Vegas, Nevada, and I think some parts of Amsterdam, not all of it, right? They have a legal due process to ensure that the buyer and the seller are protected, right?
On both accounts, yeah.
Right, because the seller goes to a paid establishment that provides a clean, safe work environment for the seller as well as the buyer. Okay. Now, the buyer in a well-established place, just like the Bunny Ranch. I watch too much HBO. That's why I know.
No.
I've never been.
I know
never
exactly.
Been.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. That's the one that Lamar Odom was face down in. But again,
the buyer also must provide the same exact standards and test resultings that the seller is also. That the seller is providing.
Okay.
So that I find in a whole different spectrum compared to when you come up here on the East Coast, which is not legal over here in the state of New York and New Jersey. It might have gotten passed recently.
Well, I think in New York.
Yeah, but they haven't gotten through the whole process like Las Vegas, right? Where, you know, Senorita Reese's down at the club, right, doesn't have to do anything to make her money. She doesn't have to take no tests. She doesn't have to have a minimum of how many suitors she can see in a day. She doesn't have to they don't have to have tests, right? Yeah. So essentially, when you sleep with a stripper, you're sleeping with every other person that she slept with, whether you wear protection or not. You don't know if you're number 1 or number 10 of the day.
So with that conclusion is basically what you're saying is you don't respect that profession, the stripper profession, because they could potentially be enacting in prostitution, essentially. And the sexual health and the sexual health aspect of it. Right. I can understand that.
So I support sex workers. I support safe sex work, like how they do in Vegas.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And OnlyFans, because that's safe sex work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify because you're like, oh, you think lesser of them, like they're subhuman.
Yeah, I think lesser of Mrs. Reese's that's here in New Jersey. I just wanted
to clear it up.
That's just like you go get a dance from her, right? So you go get a dance, you get a little hard on, and you're just like, all right, cool, that was fun, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Versus Mrs. Hershey's, who's in, I'm using Candy, don't look at me. Mrs. Hershey's, right?
Wait, you're using Candy the stripper.
So
that's a corny dad joke.
I didn't want to use any female names, but anyway, Mrs. Candy, who's more like, oh, you want to dance, and then she's like, you want me to suck your dick?
Yeah, it's like it's completely different from the whole Bunny Ranch shit.
Yeah.
Like,
but then that is illegal, though.
Thing is like it's organized, all that, blah blah blah.
Listen.
But like in the strip club world, like that's like a whole nother like thing. That's like a side hustle shit, like raunchy shit, like.
But let me ask you guys a question though. The gentleman club is a legal thing.
Yes,
correct.
That's legal.
Correct.
So it would have to be from the employer to tell their employees that they have to get tested weekly. No,
correct.
Oh, I don't know
if it's illegal.
Just in case.
I don't know about strippers. I don't know how that.
But here's the thing, though: how do you trust the people outside of work? For instance, if you go to the Bunny Ranch and you select a female, and you're like, all right, this is the one, you're the one I'm going to sleep with tonight. How do you know that she's actually doing safe sex outside of work?
Well, because they have to get those test results, and they can't work.
Too,
they can't work daily without that result. Yeah. Same way as I can't sleep with one of them without my result.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if for the stripper themselves, if the strip
that's
club,
a whole different
story. If the strippers, the strip club was telling the strippers, hey, listen, can you go get tested weekly for you just in case, because it's still illegal. Then it's prostitution at that point.
Yeah.
So do you think it would be safer if they did that? Would you guys?
I would agree with that. It'd be safer. Because
but then again, they can't. That's the thing. They get away with it because it's not a bordello or a fucking whorehouse.
What happens behind closed doors in the champagne room? Sorry, Drake, hot sauce.
Yeah,
hot sauce.
I'm gonna bring hot sauce to the strip club.
I get what you're saying, but that's why I feel like OnlyFans is the best route for sex workers.
Safer.
They could practice with their partner. They could practice with people that they know, that they trust, and there's no you're not doing something with a stranger that could potentially do something bad to you,
not doing any
or
harm.
give you something bad. I think that's the best. But I do think that strippers are.
Here's a good question.
Very smart. I really do think that they're really smart because they know what they're doing. It's quick money, quick and fast, and they know how to play the game. They know how to hustle. One thing about me, I love hustlers. I love people who. Would you guys
support me if I had my own OnlyFans?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Why?
But a female can do it. Why can't I?
No, you could do it. Oh, like support you.
Like would you be like, yeah, he doesn't like. Would you be a
rock star? Go little rock star. Yeah, from a distance. Yeah,
like if I start
I'm not gonna fucking sub.
if I start selling my picture tent pics, my boner pics on OnlyFans, would you guys be in full support, or
Sure,
you'd be like,
absolutely.
no, you'd be like, no,
Yeah.
fuck Bodega Cat, get him off the show. You know,
no,
Chase that bag, homie.
Chase the bag.
Chase that bag, homie.
boner pics coming soon.
At the end of the day, it's if you're making money doing something that you enjoy, that especially like sex work, and hey, go for it, man. Go for it. You know, like these chicks are smart, bro. They're making hundreds of $1,000s a month. Some of them thousands of dollars a month. How am I going to criticize you?
Anytime I meet a girl, I always tell them, I'm like, if you want to do OnlyFans, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
You know what it is, dude? I don't even blame them. I think that they're smart. I do blame the men. I blame the men that simp over women. I really blame dudes. Dudes are fucking dumb. And they're idiots. And they benefit off that because they know. They know that these guys are desperate and they're willing to spend thousands of dollars on a female to get nothing in return but just their attention.
Do it for me one more time.
But it's fucking crazy.
Do it for me one more time.
Eyes are shut. Open. Reality. You're now in reality.
You're out of the
Honestly,
matrix.
I don't understand how like some of the men get hooked up onto that. Like, I'm just like, you're just getting attention though. Like, I understand. Yes, it's like kind of like a high or whatever that you're getting their attention, but like, that's it.
Listen, we had a friend of ours who paid.
Yeah.
Wait, listen. We had a friend of ours during the pandemic, very lonely time. Right, he argued about it because I was legitimately concerned. I was like, "Why are you spending money on that?" Right, porn's free. Or if you want the real thing, go out and get it. Right.
Yeah.
And I guess there's an attraction now. His attraction isn't far-fetched, so I was okay with it. But what he said to me was that the attraction was that when a woman says your name, right? Let's say she's pleasuring herself, dancing, doing whatever, right? When a woman says your name, so I guess it's an audio,
Audio stimulation.
An audio stimulation, like almost like
Oh, bodega. Oh, bodega.
like an
If
ASMR.
you get us banned on fucking YouTube, I'll never let this down, bro. We can't go anywhere else. If they have the same, what is it, terms of service like Twitch, we get fucking banned because you're chewing candy, trying to do ASMR shit. He's over here. Oh, bodega.
Oh, bodega.
Shrill daddy.
Potatoes.
If we get a strike from YouTube because of this, I swear to everything I love.
the kid.
Do you like that, you little hobbit? Potatoes.
Mix them up and put them in the stew.
Big ass hairy feet.
You know what we should do?
You shall not pass.
Come into my eye of Sauron.
Tree, I am no tree.
You dirty little orc, you.
I am Groot.
Oh, fuck.
Yo soy Groot.
Fucking Groot as a sex worker. Jesus. Wow, we're all going now.
Oh my god.
What I was trying to say was,
Imagine you're banging out a chick and you're like, yo, say I am Groot. Say I am Groot for me.
I am Groot.
And she does it.
Dude, yo, I'm going to pay an ASMR streamer to say that on stream. Amaroth, I'm coming for you, girl.
Gotta hit him with a sub, bro.
I'm paying her to say I am Groot into one of those little ears. I'd pay for that and clip it all day.
And Amaranth is, how do you pronounce her fucking
Amaranth?
name?
Amaranth?
Amaranth is the top Twitch streamer that makes millions, $1.5 million a month doing ASMR work.
But
they want her to do I am Groot in one of those fake dummy ears.
As Trill just made the joke, that's what one of our friends paid for was someone to be like, oh, Bottega. That was good. But he paid for that.
Yeah.
And you know what? If that's what he likes, it's safe. Good for him. I just wouldn't pay for it personally.
It's a safe vice, you know?
It's a safe vice.
At least he's not doing drugs.
Yep.
There you go.
You could be doing drugs.
Is it?
Oh, chill, boy. See? It don't work.
No, thank you. But if she says potatoes, yes.
Joe's going to be getting voicemails all week of girls just going, potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew, Trill. You shall not pass, Trill. My precious Trill. I am Groot.
I could understand why the simp is because they're desperate. They want someone to talk to. They really don't have the personality to go and be forward with a female, which is understandable. But at the same time, it's like there's no disconnect. Like they get hung up on these having these long conversations with a woman, thinking that they are actually interested in them, but they're not. You know, and I don't know. That's the game. That's the game. And there's nothing. The OnlyFans girls or whatever, you know, chatterbait chicks.
Go back to Euphoria.
They gotta win every single time.
Remember in Euphoria, the guy just wanted to be humiliated by the girl.
Yeah,
he was giving her thousands of dollars.
Oh, that's another thing, though. Yeah,
I mean, he was pleasuring himself on camera. I don't agree with that, but
they just want to feel abused or whatever.
Yeah.
There's some fetishes like that, which is that's a fetish.
As long as we're safe, to each their own.
Absolutely, but I do think that men need to and
we need to step up our OnlyFans game.
Yeah, we were talking to your neighbor. He was saying it's gonna be here till the end of time, but I firmly blame the men. Men will just literally throw thousands of dollars to women, and.
But let me ask you something. What gives you more value? Right? Check this out. What gives you more value?
Listen, let's go preach, brother.
You take a girl out to dinner, right? You have some conversation, pay for dinner, right? She doesn't call you back. You don't get a kiss, nothing, right? That costs, let's say, $200. Now you go online. Some girl dances naked, whatever. You pleasure yourself. What has more value?
Good valid point. Good valid point.
What has more value?
But here's the thing, though, right? If they're looking for sexual
release
from that lady, right? He's getting the quick fix by paying,
right?
But if you want them to like you and have the feelings mutual and reciprocated, that's what they're all looking for.
Some people are paying for friends now.
That
only friends.
That's a real thing. I don't want to live in this world no more. I don't.
Sub now.
No, here's the thing though. If that's what they're looking for, they're looking for that type of connection. Where if I take you out to dinner, you're coming out with me because you actually enjoy my personality. You probably are physically attracted to me. So we're going out to a dinner, and hopefully, you know, we'll date, get married, have kids. That's the whole long-term goal for a man. Now, with that whole going on OnlyFans, I can jerk off and come real quick and pay you money to do so. But at the end of the day, I want somebody there to be in a relationship with me and take me serious. Right?
Facts.
Some people just want to come.
I understand that, but it's like, so what do you value the most? I would value the fucking female that takes me seriously and likes me for who I am, knows my name, wants to go out with me on a date and go do things, go to family parties together, instead of going on a Friday night and she's sending the same message to 10,000 other people.
Right.
It's true.
You ever go on a date sometimes and you just come back and say, man, I should have just jerked off?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Let's agree to
Thank you.
So
that's why I'm trying to point out the correlation. I
get what you're saying.
I'm like, what did I do?
I understand. There's dates that I've gone on that I'm like, yo, I'm really interested in this person, and then like I get dubbed, right? But then there's some dates I also go on and I get dubbed, and I'm like, man, I should just jerked off.
Yeah.
I could have given
like a dud.
But here's the thing, though, is that there are some men out there that
have a disconnect.
they are not socially aware and they have no personality.
Right.
So when you have no personality, you're not socially out there. You're going to tend to go to something that's quick with money. So I'm paying you to give me a service, and okay, say my name. Cool. That arouses me, but you still don't want that. You want something more. So now what you're doing is you're combating with another digital person in the matrix for battling with them for the attention of that female. That's what it is. Is pay me more attention. I'm giving you more money. Pay me more attention.
So
isn't that in like nature though?
Yeah, it's the alpha male. It's the alpha male.
It's like peacocks.
Exactly what it is.
Their feathers and shit.
But in a digital world, and they're very disconnected from reality.
Right. As men, whether it's in person or in the digital world, the ones that simp are only paying for attention. That's it. That's all they pay for.
It's like, I'm giving you $10,000, pay me more attention because I have the financial backing to do so. But at the end of the day, these women don't want that. They're using you for a financial gain, which is cool because it's a business.
Right.
And it's understandable.
Right.
And that's why I respect what they do, because they're taking advantage of the weak-minded people of society.
Right.
They're capitalizing over the nature of a male or whatever, just competing for a female.
Right.
And in nature, the male, whoever wins, essentially gets that female or whatever, this and that. But like nowadays, it's like, if you win that battle, you get nothing.
You get nothing.
You get nothing.
You lose. Good day, sir.
You get nothing.
You get nothing. You lose.
You get nothing. So it's like, you flocked your feathers for what?
Oh,
damn, Trill!
No,
Trill is expressing himself right now.
It's true.
I've never seen this side.
Shit, you're flocking your feathers for what?
Hit him, Trill. Hit him. Hit him with the knowledge.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Like nothing in the sense of what?
Yeah, like look in nature. You got lions. You got the males fighting for the females.
Inside the food in the food chain.
Yeah,
what are
you
talking
got peacocks and shit like that flocking their feathers.
Yep.
Trying to show up, be like, oh, I got the best fucking shit going on right now. And he gets the female.
I'm the strongest.
Us fucking humans, we're fucking dummies. We fucking flaunt all this money online for a female, and you get nothing.
You get nothing.
We're getting nothing in return.
You lose.
Are you saying in the aspect of men?
Yeah,
simping
over women.
Yeah, it's our.
I think what Trill's saying is that there's no competition anymore. Because the females have figured it out. The men is supposed to be the hunter, right? The lion.
No, they're the fucking headmaster of Squid Game or some shit like that. And we're just competitors in the game.
We're just adding to the pot.
Nothing.
We're the ones dumping the money in the pot.
On the digital world, on like the OnlyFans and all that stuff.
I think in general.
Do you think in period? Oh, okay, all right. That's what. Right. So here's the thing, and I
think in general,
I want to say I agree with you because now it gets 10 times harder, right? So it gets 10 times harder. Hear me out.
Okay.
Let's say I'm a simp.
Okay.
Right. I'm on OnlyFans.
What are you simping for? Give us your simp.
Big booty bitches. You know,
twerking. You paying girls for twerking?
Yeah.
All right, you pay for twerking.
For twerking, right?
For twerking.
That's what I want to see.
That's what you're simping on. All right.
So I'm paying.
That's a good saying. That's what you're simping on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that. That's mine. That's mine. What you simping on?
Trademark. So let's say I'm spending thousands of dollars on this one female on OnlyFans, right?
To twerk.
And let's say I do have a personality and I am somewhat attractive in the real world, and I want to go and I have a girlfriend, or I'm going to have a girlfriend, take someone out on a date. Guess what? I'm throwing my finances on one girl that doesn't care two shits who I am in the digital world. Now I have someone who kind of likes me. We're in the dating stage. They need to see financial stability as well from you to progress, because at the end of the day, they want someone they can marry, right? And to be with, and they need comfortability. So not only are you doing that in one world, you got to do it in reality.
Right.
Right? They also have competition too. That guy has competition in the real world as well, because guys are always trying to peacock themselves to get a female, right? So how do you fucking go through the fucking weeds to get this female to realize, like, hey, I have a great personality, I got a good career, I make decent amount of money, but they're gonna right now, like you said, this shit don't matter. Right now, they want someone who's above 6 foot. They need someone who's making $100,000 when the average income from a man is $50,000
And inflation
a year.
And inflation's at 6%.
Okay, we're not going to inflation. That's way too much numbers to calculate. Right? They want someone physically fit. They want all these things. But like you're saying, you're giving nothing in return. Right? What are you giving in return? It is so many acts of a man to do, because we are all old school. Your parents taught you be the man of the house. You be the man of the family. You need to provide. Back in the day, guys would go out there, hunt for the food. Women used to cook. We're not saying that's what we want. We're not saying that. A relationship is 50-50. Some like to say 100 and 100. You both have to equally distinguish your roles amongst yourselves,
right.
Delegate the roles amongst yourselves, and get that done. But that's not the case no more. They're expecting a lot out of a man. They want more from a man than anything else. So this whole, I want the guy who's making $100,000 a year, 6 foot, physically fit, attractive Calvin Klein model. There's only so many guys out there that have that, and it's very small. Go ahead, Charles. I'm sorry. I know I'm going on a rant. I apologize.
No.
Don't assassinate me, people. But it's the fucking truth, man.
There's two things I want to say.
I have a feeling like, yeah, that's what we think they want, but I feel like they're like, fuck all that. They're like, let me collect all the Infinity Stones. Why not have one financial stability when I can have 5 other dudes throwing me money? I've seen it.
Yeah. I respect that.
I've seen it. It's like they'll lead on all these 5 dudes or whatever, be like, yeah, you're cool, you're the one, this and that. But at the end of the day, they're like, why should I only have one when I could have 5?
Now here's the thing, though. I get what you're saying. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's messed up. However, how many years throughout the span of humanity have men taken advantage of women when women were loyal to men?
Yeah.
And they were out there having multiple wives or multiple girlfriends while they were married. Now, because the laws, the scales are now equal.
No, not even. I think the women are a little bit higher
than the men.
On the scale tip.
So there's two things I want to add to everything you just said. Number one, the man who has the girl who twerks, but he still has a girl that he's interested in the real world, right? Here's the problem. The reason he's supporting and giving all his money to the girl who twerks is because the girl who twerks is giving him what the girl in the real world won't give him. And if he could just realize the disconnect of the real world versus the digital world and find a girl in the real world that will give him that twerking that he needs, he'll be fine in the real world. But the problem is, it's easier for him to click a button and send her rent money digitally and support her and get the fix that he needs, when all he has to do is, doesn't have to be her. He could find that female that twerks or whatever it is that you like in the real world and support the real person.
Yeah.
Then he could get the best of both worlds. Mm-hmm. So the problem is he's disconnected. He's got the real world one, and then he has the imaginary fictional character on the internet that he wants to support.
Yeah. So you're saying is these guys have to separate themselves from reality and digital world.
Correct.
And then they'll be better off, which I agree.
If you want the twerking girl, that's what you need to find
in the real world.
Oh,
I agree 100%.
If that's your niche or whatever the fuck it is you're paying for.
That's what gets you going.
If that's what you need,
I agree.
There's plenty of resources out there that'll help you find that niche in the real world so you can stop supporting some bitch online who doesn't give 2 shits about you because she has 400 other dudes supporting her, right? And you can find that one in real life. That's the one for you.
Yeah.
But do you think those type of guys are going to be ever satisfied?
Ever?
With that one chick in reality?
I wonder if it's the Joker theory. Remember the movie The Dark Knight?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a dog chasing a car. If I ever caught up to it, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I'm wondering if that's what you're getting at. If those dudes ever got the girl that twerks in real life, would they fucking know what to do with it? Or would they just result back?
Yeah.
Would they result back to their digital ways and only go for the digital version of it?
How about this?
Kind of.
Now,
I'm gonna take it a step
It's
further.
like,
Hold on.
are they like ever gonna be satisfied? You know,
Correct.
at the end of the day, like, yeah, you can find that one chick. There's a whole bunch of dudes or whatever, but like out there, like the typical male, like you in this world, you think they're gonna be satisfied because you have so many fucking distractions in the digital world and reality, this and that. That's why everything's all fucked up.
I have one.
Before you
question
get
for
to that,
guys.
back to that girl that you were talking about that has the high standards. That's iffy on this guy who likes the twerking girl and supporting the twerking girl. You know what I tell bitches like that? Close your eyes. Open them. Reality.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Here's my question for you guys. Do you guys think that we should be in a monogamous relationship with people?
Define.
Are we a one person? Because you were saying, how can you trust someone to be with someone, just one person, right? Is that going to be enough for them to be with that person, right? That's what you were saying, Tim?
Yeah, because it's like I don't know, like a lot of guys you can see it in nowadays and stuff like that. Like are they ever satisfied? You know, like
yeah, like they want more. They want more of the pie. So
Yeah.
that's my question: is do you think that we should all be in we shouldn't be in a monogamous relationship with people? Men are not built to be monogamous. I don't think so.
No.
There are people who do. They are in a monogamous relationship with one person their whole lives, and they're okay with it. But there's a lot of people that they want to try other things. They want to be with other people.
Yeah. Also, too, you have the influence of like social media and like just pop culture. In general.
Now it's worse.
You know,
no, I'm saying now it's way worse. You get, if you go to a city and you have a blue check mark on your name, and you go to your fucking DMs, there's chicks that are like,
oh yeah,
hey, can we meet up?
Yeah.
It's that easy now.
Yeah.
It's that easy. And that person could be in a relationship. That chick or that guy could be in a relationship with someone and they're fucking piping out. People, left and right. So,
I don't know. It's crazy.
Just to think that as it's only getting way worse. Like there's a lot. Like the virginity rate right now for men is still like 30 years old. Like there's men out there that it just still hasn't. They haven't had sex with a woman, which is cool. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you have a man like that hasn't had sex yet, they're still virgins, and they're out here spending their money on women, thousands of dollars, thousands. They're just looking for attention because they can't do it in the real world. So these NFTs probably have to have something. They really do. I mean, hearing stories of people not being able to literally tell the real world from the digital world apart is like, you know what? Maybe these NFTs are fucking, they got something going
They
here.
got something going
because
here.
This guy, it's true, man. They just don't like, they live in this whole digital space.
Imagine there's like an NFT out there where it's like the incentive is that you get invited to like some sex party or some shit.
Some of them are. Some of them are already. Where you get an invite or you get something, and one of them is a sex party. Buy now.
Show me now.
Buy now.
Show me now.
I wonder if I could buy a person as an NFT.
No, it's a good conversation because there's a lot of men out there that are struggling, bro. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that are struggling to find, and it's probably helpful women too to listen to what men think. You know, we all have different point of views. Different.
You know what I
opinions.
find at my age? I'm 32 years old. I'm about to be 33 this year, and I'm very happy that I'm single. Very happy. I enjoy my single life greatly, and I've had relationships over the years, in and out. Right, but I'm very happy I'm single. You want to know why? Most men that are my age and are married now are unhappy and are telling me how good I have it. Where it's, I want what they have and they want what I have. And they look at me every day and they're like, oh, you have such a good life, da da da. And I said, if you're unhappy, then leave.
Mm-hmm.
Get up and go.
And the thing is, though, too, is there's a lot of pros and cons. Yeah,
Right.
we're all single.
Right.
Right. That's a pro. You don't have the headache.
Right.
But how many nights do you lay awake and you wish you had somebody there with you?
True.
Right.
True.
And that's the trade off.
I could pay for it though.
This whole conversation out the window. This whole conversation gets wiped. There he is. He got a sip. I knew he was fucking
I was
faking
no,
it.
because as soon as you said it, I was like, I could pay for it. It could be digital. It could be digital because that's the way a sim thinks.
No. Well,
This fucking guy.
ish. Yeah. But at the same time, there's pros and cons to anything in life, right? You would want someone there with you.
Oh yeah, of
But
course.
right now in the culture right now, in dating itself, it's not worth it. It really isn't. Everybody's too busy. They're career oriented.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they wait too late to be in a relationship. You know, a lot of people are immature. They don't know how to handle their emotions. They don't know how to deal with certain life things. You know, so it's pointless right now. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
That's why I enjoy being single. I enjoy being alone sometimes, but I do feel like I should have someone there with me to go through things with sometimes. But right now it's like, I got a career. I got this. I got a lot on my plate. And the last thing I want to worry about is someone hassling me about fucking
Nah, I totally agree though on that part.
doing shit, like taking them out to dinner and stuff.
Sup, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Nah, I totally agree on that part. Like we have so much on our plate right now, especially as men and whatnot, and going on with like the times that we have right now, and just that add that extra like level of like worrying, just trying to like make sure they're happy and stuff like that right now. Like it's a lot. And
When you're
it
not
takes
happy.
a toll like on your mental health and whatnot.
When
But,
you're not happy, because you have to ensure that they're happy at all times.
at the end of the day, I feel like when you should pursue into like a relationship or a female or whatever, I feel like is when you know that you're happy and you're in a good spot and whatnot.
You know what? I'm going to tell you a very famous quote that I said to myself, that I said to a woman one time in my life. And I love to live by this quote. This person was very upset because I wasn't spending enough time with them because I couldn't. I physically couldn't. I had work. I had a lot going on. My job was taking a lot out of my life and I couldn't spend the time with them. And the one thing, and this is a Bodega Cat quote straight from me, I said to them, the issue is I don't need you. I need myself.
Mm.
Don't need you. I need myself.
Yeah. Maybe I think we also are single because sometimes we just selfish for selfish reasons. Whether that be our mental state, you know, jobs, careers. We just have no time to accommodate someone else's issues.
Yeah, because like right
It's
now,
too much to fill on a plate.
We're just so worried and just so focused on like supporting ourselves, and then to add another person onto that, like that's a lot. If you really think about it,
It's like you don't have the time to do it.
It's a lot.
And then you're always disappointing that person.
Yeah,
I want to blame Drake for this episode right now because Drake got us all thinking about ourselves and how a little baggie full of your man juice could ruin your life in one instance.
It's a good conversation to have because
It
there's
is.
a lot of guys out
Drake-
there.
Drake
You know,
got
we
me
keep talking about the same thing that you
in our
guys know
feels.
people who deal with certain things. They don't know how to, you know, go through. They want to spend all this money, but at the same time, we can't, you know, I blame the men, but at the same time, it's like the women, hey, listen, they found a market that capitalizing off that, and it's always going to be there. That desperation is always going to be there. But if there is a man out there that feels like he's lost, that he doesn't know what to do, hey, you know what? Maybe, hey, we could help that person out by moving forward.
Seek help.
Not even seek help. It's just like, you know, sometimes you need to just get confidence.
No.
Just gain confidence. Just be like, hey, listen, you know what? This isn't for me. Let me go and just talk to someone. Go out there. Go to the bar. Go up to the chick and be like, hey, what's up? How's everything going? This and that. Because we don't have any issue with that here.
No.
There's not even an ounce of an issue.
If you're sad and lonely, seek the boys. The boys are always going to be there for you.
You know? And that's also because, too, we're just good guys.
The boys
At the
always
same
hold you
time,
back.
like, yeah, like, you know, we go out and we pick up girls just because we're nice. We can hold a conversation, and in the back of our mind, yeah, we're trying to smash, but you know, we go and we're trying to get to know you and talk to you and engage in a conversation.
We're giving that little extra oomph, you know.
We've been locked up for too long. It's smash season. All right.
Yeah.
Whether if it's with one or many, it's smash season. Get out there, Trill.
Bodega smash.
Collect your infinity rings. Your infinity stones.
Nah, yeah, it's
He's got the suck my soul stone. He's got the waste my time stone.
But I really do think that this is just me. This is what I believe. That we're not meant to be with one person. There's a lot of people out there that are not meant to be with one person. It's for me personally, it's not feasible. And here's the thing, because I have a lot of trust issues when it comes to relationships. And that's not because my partner has ever cheated on me. It's because of my surroundings or the people I have encountered myself, either dating, hooking up with someone, being married with kids, being in a relationship. You see that and it's just like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I'm an old school guy.
Oh, you lucky you ain't like me and Trill have been fucked over.
I mean, maybe I have and I was never told. Who knows? Right? But at the same time, I've been involved in some sketchy shit where it's like, well,
you've seen it.
You should have told me.
You're a product of your environment. You've seen it.
Yeah, and you're kind of scared to go to that next step because you're just like, I'm not gonna be with someone for the rest of my life, and then 10 years later down the road, we go through some financial struggle or whatever the case may be, and then you go out and cheat on me. Well, I'm gonna have a fucking problem because I take marriage very seriously. And marriage not in a financial contract. I'm talking about marriage like you love each other enough to be with each other for the rest of your lives.
You're missing one point right there. I thought you were going to say it, but I take marriage, and I tell people this all the time, till death do us part.
Mm-hmm.
When I say those fucking words as a man, I mean it.
Yeah.
Either we're dying or one of us is killing the other, plain and simple. Mm-hmm. But if not, we're staying together until till the end. Till death.
But here's the thing:
do us part.
When you live in a culture like in this country, where the divorce rate is skyrocketing,
Oof.
where the divorce is an actual industry for lawyers, what do you do as a man?
We should have been divorce lawyers.
Yep. I was about to just say that.
Fuck NFTs. I should have been a divorce lawyer. Never too late.
You got people divorcing each other left and right out here. Look, we were just talking the fucking first half of this fucking show. We were talking about two people who are still married. Yeah. And they're getting divorced.
Yep.
Right? And that's Kim's in 19th marriage. Right? I'm being hyperbolic here, but I'm saying that's fucking crazy.
Yep.
Right? Back in the day, like, now I sound like a crazy person. Back in my day, you know, but back in the day, hey, you have fucking one woman, you have one man be together for the rest of their lives. And there's proof that shit is real. Like, you know, like there's people who are still married with each other after 60, 70 years.
And you got Kim Kardashian out here collecting rings like it's a basketball
right now, that's not going to happen ever again. These people probably will, but people are getting married later in life now.
Does Kim have 6 rings?
I don't know, but
she's Thanos, bro.
Do you blame like Kanye for like what's going on right now? Like I kind of genuinely believe that he wants to save his marriage. He wants to be with her till the end and whatnot. But like, I feel like she's just making it difficult. Like
her mother.
It's just wild. Like you know the guy, you know how he is, this and that. You should be there till the end to support him. I understand it's exhausting and stuff like that, but
you know what it is?
What?
The album Yay.
What?
Right? That was the album when everyone says Kanye went crazy, right? Because it talks about his mental instability, right?
Yeah.
A real woman would have stayed with her man. Through thick and thin. And Kim didn't stay. She
was
gave
like
up.
Saying that, this and that, but like
she gave up.
You're not showing it right now.
Nope.
Like
gave up.
you're just giving up, throwing in the towel. But I'm like, if you really love that person, you would be there by their side to help them.
You would think so.
Yeah.
You would think so, but people
Heal.
are not like that.
And like learn all that. Like, and I feel bad for the dude sometimes. I'm just like, he's trying to do so much shit just to like get back into it, and like he's just doing all this shit, and it's just like, do you really blame him for like going crazy, doing all this shit, this and that? Like it's wild.
But at the same time, how are you going to get someone back that doesn't want to come back? So you have no choice but to move on.
It sucks.
It's because she belongs to the streets.
Honestly,
Papa.
I don't even think he's trying to really move on.
But this is the culture that we're producing here. When you have shows like Euphoria that show and all these teenagers go back to teenagers growing up and seeing all these things, they're gonna see. Well,
the world is
I
watching
can get a
Kanye
divorce.
and Kim.
I can get a divorce and get half of his salary.
Mm-hmm. I could find my own Pete Davidson.
So what are we producing here in the society? Men are getting scared now that they don't want to get married.
Yeah.
They don't want to engage in that act because when we're growing up, our parents, especially our mothers, are telling you how to treat a woman to make sure you're the provider of the family. You know, and people, you know, they're going to be like, oh, that's not a progressive type of thinking because it's supposed to be equal. It is equal. But at the end of the day, it's a man is supposed to provide for his family, for his woman. And that you're bringing safety, you're bringing comfortability to them. And that's not, nowadays, that's not the case. Nowadays, it's like, let me get married to him. If he has money, I could take half. If I don't make enough money, if I don't make more money than him. That's not a good culture to fucking... And this is the issues that we have now in society. This is the issues. This is the problems. Now you have guys like us that are like, well, if marriage is now a financial contract, financially it's not a good business investment for me.
No, for real, it is. the way they like,
you invested in the wrong coin, my friend. You invested in the wrong crypto.
I'm out here Warren Buffett. I'm Warren Buffett. It's not a good investment for me right now.
You're absolutely right.
Because if we're going to look at it as a financial contract, if that's what marriage has come down to, a marriage license, all that stuff, if we're talking financial, it's not a good investment for me. Why? Because in 20, 30 years, if I make a career out of what I'm doing at that time, making a shit ton of money, and you're making less than me, you're entitled to half. And I worked very hard for what I accomplished. Likewise, too, you know, Axadel. She got fucking divorced from her last partner, her last husband, and he took half. She was not happy about it. Right?
Marriage is a depreciating asset.
But if we're gonna go by law, right? If you're making less, you're entitled to half. So why am I going to enter a relationship if I don't trust you?
This is why you got people pouring hot sauce in condoms.
No, 100%. Drake ain't fucking stupid, bro. Yo, we're clowning both of them, but Drake is actually really fucking
smart.
brilliant, bro. He's
fucking
brilliant,
smart.
dude. Like, why am I gonna why am I gonna enter something like that?
Smart.
Why am I gonna do it? Right? What do you guys think? Like, I
He's
don't
a smart man. No, you're 100% right.
Because women, let's be real, it's a financial contract. Marriage is a financial contract to them. So as us, we have to act like investors. So if we're going to talk about money, if I'm going to lose half of my fucking wealth,
I need to know the interest rate.
because you're not happy, like Kim, you just pull out. But you know, they both equally make enough money. She probably signed a prenup, whatever the case may be. Who cares? But your partner could back out at any moment.
I'm gonna start treating relationships like Shark Tank. Treat it like Shark Tank, and then we're all gonna have to be Mr. Wonderful, just giving out bad deals.
Sorry, I think this conversation needed to happen though.
Yeah,
really,
if I'm gonna lose,
I've been cooped up in my house for a week, and I've been thinking about a lot of things, man. About like seeing like a lot of the things that men are doing, and you know, sometimes maybe whoever's listening, watching this stuff, it's like they get a sense of where people are at. because this is a more genuine conversation that we've possibly ever had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had it in the past, but we never gotten that deep about like, hey, what the fuck is the core? What's the actual issue that men are struggling with? What women are struggling with? Because maybe there are some women out there, dude. Make no mistake, this show has more women listeners than they do. Whether
That's
that you hate us and you're watching
analytics.
like, oh, these guys are idiots, or you're probably trying to see like what are men into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, let's figure this shit out.
Analytics.
This is out here is fucking crazy, bro. It's crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
It's like Lil Wayne once said, women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Well, this is a good conversation. Who wants to close this out? Trill, you want to close this out?
No.
With that hot sauce.
What are you talking about, bro?
Close it out with the hot
Trill,
sauce, bro.
come on, man. Close out.
Hot sauce in the baby maker.
Thank you for listening to the Last Slice podcast. You can catch us on YouTube at the DOUGHBOYZ channel over there, and on any listening platform, audio platform, like Apple Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You could catch us at the Last Slice podcast there. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos on YouTube. And thank you for listening and tuning in. If you have any comments or anything like that, hit them down on the comment section. And catch us next time.
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.
I am Groot.